I think now I'm
You
very
are the
much
king of superstition. We've sat for this episode and she believes in everything. She's walking back and doing walking ahead.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the next episode of Gal Pals Unplugged. I'm Arya
And I'm Sanchita.
and we like to talk about drama, but because we're in our late 20s, we pretend it's mature.
It is. On most days.
So, today we're going to be talking about horoscopes, religion, superstitions, all of that.
Oh, a little bit of ghost stories, maybe. Let's dive into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe based on true stories.
Yeah. I have true stories.
So, religion is basically a connection to our roots, I'd say.
Yeah.
As most Indian households in our formative years, I never questioned what was actually happening. I just followed it along.
Yeah.
That is how I grew up. And now I would say, yes, I believe in it, but I won't go as far as to say I'm God-fearing.
Yeah, because I think that's also great about, I would just like to speak about our religion, that it's not like it's a very loving and positive religion, and at the same time, as you grow up, like you said, we both followed what our parents just told us to do. But you grow up and you start to think that, is this like a ritual now, or is this like personal faith? What is it? Because I think we are believers, we are not atheists.
Yeah.
I don't go to God saying, I want this, I want that. But I do go to God saying, if these 4 things happen, I'll come back to see you. Like, so we all have our hooks in whatever with the God. And again, it's not like I'll come to see you or anything. It's basically like I'll come to see you for just a thanks or having my back sort of thing.
Another thing which is really comfortable in both of our homes, current homes and former homes, is that none of us believe heavily in periods.
Yeah.
So I love that, because it is something that nature or God gave us, and we shouldn't be holding it against ourselves.
Which is also, I think, a healthier relation with your own religion. But you believe or what, Riya?
No, wait. So I'll tell you what happened. Carl, I was driving kuthetari Zaila.
We were going to the shoot
only. And there was this ugly ass Kali Manzar which passed, and both of us were like, काय करायचं आता, मागे जायचं का? So we fully त्याच्यामध्ये we'll be like, even if nothing has happened, काही होणार नाही, तरी we'll fully believe की काळी मांजर जाणं म्हणजे you have to, my आजी will be like, she'll go back 7 पावलं मागे जाते, she'll do thu 7 वेळा, and then she'll carry on, and I have followed that.
Oh my god, you're like Aniket. You and Aniket is the same. But no, I think if a cat passes, firstly, very rarely you see full black cat passing. This is a movie scene that Carl happening.
Yeah.
So I'm okay otherwise. But if I'm walking and it crosses, I'll wait. Maybe let the bad omen walk away, and then I'll go. I'm not doing back steps and all. But there are so many, I'll tell you. Wait, do you believe in? Let's play a do you believe in? Ulti chappal. Like, if the chappal is ulta, then bhandana hotil and all that. Yeah.
मी जाऊन मग ती सरळ
You can't have it.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Giving sharp like objects like scissors and all, you have to give it ulta.
Yeah.
Some people are like, keep it down. Don't handle this. I don't know.
Even nails. संध्याकाळनंतर नख नाही कापायची.
I don't follow that.
आता मी आधी I didn't, but nowadays
because the reasoning just got out. Firstly, all these superstitions that Ajji told us, and we don't know the reason. Recently, the reasoning for this nail thing got out, and the reason is they were light in a sense. And then they could just go everywhere. But I'm like, now who cares about that? Like,
but I'll tell you one thing that has really happened with me multiple times. So मला नेहमी सांगितलं की एकदा दार बंद करून बाहेर गेल्यावर परत नाही जायचं, परत घराच्या आत, नाही तर मग तुमचं ते काम म्हणजे तुम्हाला एकदा तुम्ही परत फिरला की तुम्हाला काहीतरी ना काहीतरी होतं आणि तुम्हाला परत सेकंड टाइम फिरायलाच लागतं. आणि असं माझ्याबरोबर झालंय. ओके, I've turned back and then I go down and I realize, oh, I forgot something, then I have to go back again and bring it up वगैरे. तर आता मी हॅक काढलाय त्याच्याबरोबर की मी एकदा चुकून परत आले तर मी मुद्दामून परत आय क्रॉस दॅट बाउंड्री अँड आय कम बॅक. तिकडच्या तिकडेच आय डू 2-3 times.
Oh, to cross that
to
one
nullify.
time.
Yeah, and then I'll move on.
Oh,
so I fully do that.
We have this also in Marathi na ki जाते नाही म्हणायचं.
हा
मी
येते
येते.
म्हणायचं.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also, that I don't know if it's a superstition or if it's not.
It's for the
Safety of the
good
person.
omen.
Good
It's just a
omen.
good omen.
So then
Like
that's
come
again
back.
superstition.
Huh. I think now I'm
You
very
are the
much
king of superstition. We've sat for this episode and she believes in everything. She's walking back and doing thu-thu-thu-thu, walking ahead.
even there's one thing that you shouldn't buy mirrors which are used previously, because mirrors do
They trap souls.
yeah.
Souls.
So I also then I believe I don't get any mirrors because in US this was a big culture, like you thrift and all that.
Yeah.
Even this watch thing, na, you shouldn't have like banda badlele
This is
watch
what-
and all.
Bro, okay, my watch has been continuously stopping at 3 o'clock. This is the second time it stopped at 5 o'clock, but I've changed the cell a week ago. And in a week, it's again stopped at 5. Pooja Dai has changed the cell 3 times. And it's stopping. And I think now it's a watch problem. But I think a big one that I believe in, that I'm scared of, all these are fun. Okay? I would probably sleep on keeping my chappal ulta for one day. It's fine. I'll be okay. The mirror. If you have a broken mirror,
Yeah.
it's super scary, and I don't know, I believe in it, that something will happen with me. And a mirror, the minute there's a broken mirror in the house, I have to.
Yeah. Broken mirrors, I fully believe.
You have taken months to fix that mirror in your car.
I removed it.
I know, I saw, but it took, for months I used to put it down when she's driving, and I used to be like,
Yeah,
get this
I
mirror
know,
fixed.
It was not coming out, but for so long I tried. I did try.
I'm gonna heavily promote this, and if you're a non-believer, please just try it. There's no harm in trying nazar. Okay, you have to do nazar. There is basically, so every house has a different way of doing it. In my house, you do it with a little bit of salt and mustard seeds, and then they do it, and then they burn it, and the smell is directly proportionate
To how
to
much?
how much nazar you had been put on you. You won't believe in the times that my mom's like, I'm not feeling okay, and my masi's come and done it to my mom, and now the next day my mom's like, I'm feeling absolutely
Yeah.
okay. And it happens. Nazar is real. I've felt so much better when my nazar's done, and I regularly get it done since I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I think even your
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
not living here, I used to video call my Ajji, and we on the video call like, "Mom, Ajji माझी नजर काढ." Then she used to do that whole
Yeah.
meat, mirchi, मोहरी, पाणी, बिणी
Oh,
सगळं
yeah.
करून full. She'll do that. But nazar is 100% real.
it's real.
Yeah.
There's a kala
Even,
dhaga on my
yeah.
feet, guys. I won't
Yeah.
show you, but there is. So I want to share a fun little ghost story. Are you up for it?
Have I heard it before?
No.
Okay.
Also, you might have some here in Dapoli.
But tell me yours. I love listening to ghost stories, so I'm excited.
Okay, so I basically come from Nagpur. My mom's family was in Nagpur for as many years. So 4 generations ago, my great grandfather was in the East India Company. We were in traitors. We just were. Okay. He bought a house. So ते वाडा होता एक मोठा. आणि आय थिंक तेव्हा घरं तसेच असायचे. आणि बेसिकली व्हॉट हॅपन्ड इज they all moved in. He had a brother. They got the whole house. Like, it must be huge. Eventually, my great grandfather and his brother, who got the house together, got into some fight, and they just put a big wall in between. So that side was also like my mom's family, but we never interacted with them. Eventually, we were also like doing well, and the minute we moved into that house, things just spiraled. And last of my mom's side male from that family said ki tithe ek खूप strong female energy hai, because the minute they shifted in that house, my great grandfather passed away out of nowhere, my azuba passed away out of nowhere. So basically that female energy was so strong that she didn't let a male survive, and we lost everything in the house. My ajji lived almost till 80 in that house before we moved her to Pune to live with my mama. And when she was there, ती एकटी राहायची in that house, and she's like, I fully see her ससुर, which was my great grandfather. She's like, I see him, I feel him, he watches TV with me. That is how I'm safe. Yeah. And I'll tell you one more thing. The house has stairs from outside and one from inside, and adhi the houses were beach mein. If you go in the house, there's an open area where you could see the terrace where the connection was, with typical old vade. So near that old connection, those are wooden steps. My mom fully still remembers while she was a kid that at certain point in the night or even during the day, you hear like heavy footsteps on the wood. And my Ajji used to be working in the kitchen being chill like, ho, Azoba. And I'm like, either she's
But they
going
also
crazy.
did plant it in that house.
They
na?
did. But that was a lot later. That was my mom and her siblings. This is like my Ajji saying the minute
Acha, so
her Sasur passed away. So my great-grandfather, she's felt his presence and he was a killer. Like there's photos of all the males of that house. They're all date, they're all green eyes and all that. Hey, so he's scary as shit. So I used to be like, Ajji, tula bhiti nahi watata hai? She's like, no, he's with me. That is how I stay safe in a house this big. But whenever I was a kid, I was staying in that house till I was 17. Every summer vacation, I was going to Nagpur, seeing my family. Every evening, me and my cousin have gone up at 7, like Peru Toda, Hey Kara, and just to play around the house, whatever, what to do. You smell cigar in that study till date from 7 to 8. And then if you go at 8:30, no smoke or anything, but you smell heavy cigar in his study. And by 8:30, nothing. You go there. Through the day, you won't. And my great-grandfather was a heavy chain smoker. He picked it up from his, I don't know, work or whatever that was. Only the females in that house have survived. And even not just that, the parallel family, when my great-grandfather broke up with, and they just divided the house, okay, for peace. Even in that family, only the females survived. It was a little scary. And the cigar smell is real. That is one thing I've experienced.
My God.
Yeah.
So I believe in horoscopes also. Now we've established I'm superstitious, so now horoscopes also make sense only. So growing up it made sense ki, oh, you're such a Libra, you balance things out, and that was always great to hear. I don't heavily I won't go out of my way to if somebody tells me, oh, this astrologer is really good, you should go and consult him or her. I won't go out of my way to drive down and hunt that person and try to see what's gonna happen in my life. But if I stumble on that person, if I'm in that area, then I'll go.
Yeah.
And I fully believe in Patrika and all that. Especially for these big things like marriage and starting a business and all of that. I will be like, okay, my Patrika, my husband's Patrika, see stars aligning, everything, all of that. And then we'll do it according that time only, that day, Muhurat, we'll stick to all of that and we'll get it done. Vagera.
Same.
So that
did your and Lalit's match then?
Yeah. So I married him. Otherwise, I don't know.
Otherwise, don't know.
No, but even this, Kundali thing.
I didn't check any of it. I checked. But then maybe my Guruji is that paid wala Guruji, mine and Anuj's family sabhi mil raha hai, I think it was like that because none of, obviously my mom showed it, so did his mom. But because it was a love marriage, they probably didn't put a lot of thought into it. For me, I think I believe in it, but it's basically a broad umbrella of positive reinforcements for me now. And right now I've just gone into this defense state of, oh, you're a Libra, explains a lot. Using the signs to carve my way around a certain kind of people, which I know because I have a good history of people I get along with and I don't. And then somehow they have a certain sun sign. Some other people like you and Anuj are Libras. A lot of people in my life are Libras. So something like that. But for me, it's a little I like that basically everyone, the Chinese and everyone has their own take on horoscope. So I think it's nice to see that we all want to sort of find some sort of meaning outside of in the beyond, in the cosmic beyond. I'll also give you my psychological take on this, that if you do read it regularly and it's always positive and great for you, you can fully align your behavior. There are people who align their behavior to match the horoscope, which in general helps your growth. You probably are working harder or taking it slow on a day and all that. But I don't think there's a lot of I won't base my day on it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's encouraging to kind of take this as a guidance instead of gospel.
Yeah.
Because I also know people who will go to a Jyotish every week to see what's up and what's gonna happen. Even that is a bit much. I think you should resort to these techniques only when you're really stuck and you cannot figure out a way through it, and you want some sort of a lifeboat and you want some guidance, then okay, go for it. But
it's unhealthy not to go to a Jyotish every week. Yeah, it's unhealthy dependency.
What we're trying to say through this is, we don't know. We're just as lost as everyone. So take it or leave it.
Take it. take our opinions or
Yeah.
don't take our opinions. Join our opinions. Have your own strong opinions and say them with confidence.
And then tell
that's
them to
just
us
the
also.
truth.
And comment down below if you have any fun superstitions that you believe in and would like for us to believe in.
And
'Cause
tell us. 'Cause
we
she's
will
so
hop on that
superstitious. Yeah,
bandwagon.
she will follow. Next, she's not using a blue bag on a Tuesday because someone in the comment section told her. But okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this episode of Galpaz Unplugged. We wanted to keep it fun, light, and honestly, we all in some way, shape, or form end up discussing at least our horoscopes or some superstitious once here and there with your family. So we just want to touch base with that. But yeah, thank you so much.
Bye. Yeah.
Since they won't say it, I will plug it.
Editors unplug the opinion.
तुझी एनर्जी थोडीशी काम आहे ह्याच्यामध्ये.
Okay.
'Cause we were
Okay,
really-
what I was gonna say is do not tell me what to do. Pooja, you don't tell me what to do.
So you saw that fabulous vibes, right?
Yeah.
Sean was like, talk to me after 4 days because retrograde is happening.
That. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, that's too much.
Yes. Also, in case you guys are wondering why we look like Changu Mangu, that's because we are. And
In all real, on the podcast and in real,
Real
life
life.
as well.
Yeah, and we try to sync up as much as we can from our wardrobe. This is our attempt at doing that. So yeah, we believe in horoscope, guilty. Superstitious, guilty.
Religion, guilty. Oh, you know what? Like being thoda fairer.
What is this? Wait.